Valley Club, you've been voting on the NIGHTSTALKERs for a while. You know they're the mystic raid solution for the Orcus raids. And in this video, we're going to reveal for the entire team and the reworks. Yes, we have Karen Page, aka Oath, Blade, Man-Thing, and we have the reworks Agatha Harkness and Moon Knight. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you are having a great day. I'm still out of town, still back home taking care of my dad, but the NIGHTSTALKERs team got revealed, so I wanted to get the information out as quick as possible. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. On a normal week where I'm not out of town, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel help you with everything in the game, news, reveals, question and answer videos, everything out there to experience in Marvel Strike Force. And we will get back to a normal release schedule. Not this week, not next week, because I'm also going out of town next week for a wedding. But after that, back to the normal release schedule. Let's move forward to this video talking about the NIGHTSTALKERs, the player voted on team, the newest character coming to Marvel Strike Force. Karen Page, aka Oath, is the character that won that vote, the lore for the character. So we got the vote on the mentor as well, and then some reworks that were happening. Moon Knight won that vote. We're going to talk about what is happening with this, but Karen Page won the first character vote, turned into a vampire, adapted the moniker Oath. So she's going to be called Oath in the game. And she is joined by Blade and Agatha Harkness, Moon Knight, and Man-Thing as well. They're going to be the Mystic Raid Solution and Terror Squads like Spider Society, Extreme X-Men, and Alliance War as well. They're going to be very, very good. First character we're going to talk about is Blade. He's got Brawler with the powers of vampire, possesses high damage, high health that drive a stake through the heart of all enemies. All of Blade's attack ignore defense up, apply defense down, making him a great option for to cut down teams that rely on defense up. All of Blade's slain enemies stay 6 feet under, as his abilities prevent revive. Blade also makes his enemies feel like they're skating on they're ice skating uphill by reducing enemy speed bar with basic and ultimate abilities. And although Blade doesn't have any raid callouts in his kit, he helps his NIGHTSTALKERs allies stay in the fight in the raids by granting them drain. So Hero, City, Mystic, Brawler, Vampire, NIGHTSTALKERs. I like that new vampire tag. There are some data mines of some other vampires that could be coming to the game as well. Speed 127, the basic, attacking the primary target 200% piercing, reducing the speed bar by 10%, or repeat his attack once. This attack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, cannot be blocked, and the Awaken ability will give a 200% piercing, reduce the speed bar by 10%. His attack once. The attack gives him the Awaken ability will give him the 20% extra crit damage, ignores defense up, unavoidable, cannot be blocked. ISO 8 counter does very similar things, gets that piercing damage as well, still reducing the speed bar by 10%, which is great. All right, the special energy costs 4 out of 4, so you can use this on turn 1, attacking the primary and adjacent targets, 260% piercing, clearing speed up, applying slow, ignores defense up, is unavoidable, cannot be blocked, and the Awaken ability, it's gonna clear negative effects from one negative effects from all allies, clearing all negative effects from self, still doing all that damage. The ultimate, 6 out of 6, you can use this on turn 1. Is attacking the primary target 290% piercing, reducing the speed bar by 25%, stealing 20% health from the primary target, redistributing to self, bypassing heal block, attacking the primary and adjacent targets 320% piercing, reducing the speed bar by 25%, plus clearing immunity, applying disruptor for 2 turns. This attack ignores defense up, is unavoidable, and cannot be blocked. The Awaken ability for the ultimate is going to add blind for 2 turns. And the passive, another strong one. Characters killed by Blade cannot be revived. On successful attack by this character, clear defense up, apply defense down to each attack target. On the end of any turn, flip slow and offense down to 2 random NIGHTSTALKER allies or self that has slow offense down. This character's attack deals an additional 20% piercing for any vampire enemies. Gain 30% drain. NIGHTSTALKER allies gain 30% drain. The Awakened passive will add on self for any ally crit on the following ally turn, gain assist now, and is also giving him 10% more crit chance. Allies are gonna gain 10% crit chance as well. And unfortunately, he does have a lot of value in Dark Dimension, but he is a city hero character. So if you already built up your Spider Society, Blade, probably not gonna bring this character in. Oath aka Karen Page. She is the newest character coming, the newest fan-voted character. She's going to be a controller for the Night Stalkers team. Plenty of damage, plenty of focus. Like a true vampire, Oath hits enemies with plenty of bleeds along with heal block, but she hides her fangs in her passive ability. At the end of Oath's turn or any Night Stalker's ally turn, she attacks the most injured enemy who has exposed for piercing damage, reduces the duration of all positive effects by 1. Any positive effect that has a duration of 0 expires instantly, including Safeguard. And in the raid, she's the battery for the team, supplying the Night Stalkers with ability energy on spawn and on enemy death if the Night Stalker ally did not have full energy at the start of the turn. So she's going to be a hero city. So yeah, unfortunately, if you already built up Spider-Sided, you would be kind of wasting some ISO 8 to build up both these characters. But the Night Stalker is going to be very good in the Dark Dimension 8 if you're bringing them up. Hero City, Mystic Controller, Vampire Night Stalker, speed 126. The basic is going to attack the primary and primary target, 260% piercing, applying bleed, heal block in the raids, applying exposed to the primary target, and when forced to attack an ally, this character does not apply exposed or any negative effects to Night Stalker characters. This attack cannot be countered or dodged. The ISO 8 assist counter, very similar, gonna do 185% piercing instead of the 260% piercing, still applying the exposed to the primary target, and still does not apply expose or any negative effects to Night Stalker allies. A special 4 out of 4 energy cost, so you can use this on turn 1, stealing 20% health from the primary target and redistributing to health. This bypasses heal block, apply ability a block for 2 turns to the primary target, attack the primary target, adjacent target 300% piercing, applying 2 bleeds and heal block. In the raid, steal 40% from the primary target instead. This attack cannot be dodged, so stealing a lot of health from the primary target in the raids. And the ultimate 6 out of 6 energy cost, so you can use it on turn 1. Big AoE attack, attacking all enemies, 320% piercing, applying exposed, 2 bleeds, heal block to the primary target. In the raids, instead 3 bleeds, heal block, trauma to all enemies. This attack gains 20% damage against enemies with Safeguard. This attack cannot be blocked, counterattack, or dodge, and it is a long passive on spawn on offense. Fill speed by 5% for self and all allies. If this character or any Night Stalker's turn end, attack the most injured enemy with exposed for 240% piercing, reduce the duration of all positive effects by 1. Any positive effect that has the duration of 0 expires instantly, including Safeguard. Keeps going. In the raids, you're also going to copy and clear 2 random negative effects from self and all Night Stalker allies to that exposed enemy. In the raids, you're also going to apply regeneration to self and all Night Stalker's ally, and on an enemy death, generate 1 ability energy for self and all Night Stalker allies who are not full at the start, not full energy at the start of this turn. In the raids, also spilling speed bar by 24% for self and all Night Stalker allies. In the raids, also on spawn, generate 6 ability energy for self and all Night Stalker allies. So that's great. You won't have to use your watch your cooldowns in the raids. And on enemy controller turn, apply Safeguard to self and all Night Stalker allies. And last but not least for the new characters is Man-Thing. He's a towering protector for the Night Stalkers who redirects enemy fire while dragging his foes down into the muck. He gains taunt on spawn, so another on spawn taunter. We got a lot of them. Sasquatch is the best in the game right now, arguably the best in the game. Man-Thing probably going to be a little better because he's a newer character there. If he has 3 or more Night Stalker allies, gains 2 turns of taunt with his ultimate. Man-Thing entangles enemies, prevents them from taking turns applying slow with each of his attacks, also propels his Night Stalker allies by granting them additional speed with his passive ability. If you're Daredevil, you don't have to worry about the bleeds with Man-Thing basically because only those who know fears experience the pain that Man-Things touch, and as we know, Daredevil is the man without fear. He's going to be a hero. He has a global tag, so this is a character that you might want to bring up for Dark Dimension 8. Mystic Protector Night Stalker, speed 120. All right, the basic Swamp Slam, attacking the primary target, 280% damage, applying 1 slow up to a maximum 3, applying bleed to any non-Daredevil target. I like that it's a call out there. Not sure it's going to make a difference too much in the game, but I like that they're giving that call out there. Gain regeneration, applying defense up to the most injured non-summon Night Stalker ally without defense up. The attack, the ISO counter assist, very similar damage. 196% damage plus 17% piercing. Slow, still doing all that stuff. Bleed still for the non-Daredevil targets. Still getting the regeneration. Defense up to the most injured non-summon Night Stalker ally without defense up. The special, 4 out of 4 energy cost. So you're going to be able to use a lot of these abilities on turn 1, especially in the raids, especially with that 6 ability energy that you're getting. You're going to do the special, attacking the primary and adjacent targets, 370% damage. If any target has slow, apply slow or stun to that target. That's a strong move, actually. If it applies slow for 2 turns to the primary and adjacent targets, clear all negative effects from self, and in the rage, you're going to clear all negative effects from all Night Stalker allies and applying defense up to self and all Night Stalker allies. The ultimate is also 6-turn cooldown, starting with 6 ability energy, so you can also use this on turn 1, attacking all enemies, 400% damage, prolong the duration of all negative effects, excluding ability block, stun, and trauma by 1, applying slow for 2 turns to all enemies in the raids, clearing disrupted from self, gaining safeguard for 2 turns, gain taunt for 2 turns, applying defense up for 2 turns to self and all Night Stalker allies, clear 2 negative effects from self and all Night Stalker allies, strong ultimate, and the passive. On spawn, if this character has 3 or more Night Stalker allies, you're gonna gain taunt and gain immunity. So gaining taunt right away with Night Stalker allies. So I guess not gonna really be a pre-taunt unless he is on a full Night Stalker team. On the end of enemy turn, bury yourself for 10% of this character's max health. While this character is above 50% health, this character cannot gain stun. While this character drops below 50% health, if this character has taunt, he's gonna clear taunt from self, gain stealth, 3 regeneration, gain 20% speed. Night Stalker allies are also going to gain that 20% speed. And in the raids, before this character takes any turn, enemy protector characters cannot gain immunity. And before this character takes a turn, ability block cannot be applied to self or any Night Stalker allies. Looks to be a strong character. Moon Knight got updated as well. Base stats went up by a lot. 250% more health, 153% more damage, 75% more armor, 339% more focus, 390% resistance, and the basic got a little bit of a change. When forced to attack an ally, this character deals less damage to Shadowland, also to Night Stalker allies. The special also got changed as well. Instead of rebound change to 3 to 5 adjacent targets, now it's going to be to 6 to 7 adjacent targets. 290% damage instead of 240% damage, and in the raids, this attack cannot be a counterattack. The ultimate got a little better as well. Just previously in war, this attack is going to clear positive effects on all enemies, but when this character has 3 or more Night Stalker allies, this attack will clear all positive effects on each enemy. If this character has 3 or more Night Stalker allies, this attack is also unavoidable, and the passive in war, while this character has counter gain 50% damage, well, now he's just gonna gain that 50% damage, so that is great. And last but not least on this team, Agatha Harkness got an upgrade as well. Big base stat increases. Health, 273% increase. Damage, 207% increase. Armor, 180% increase. Focus, 87%, and resistance up by 180%. The basic went up as well, calling a random Darkhold or Night Stalker ally to attack the primary target, and this deals 50% less damage still. The ultimate also got a little bit of a change, more of a call out to Night Stalkers. Still gonna barrier Darkhold allies, but also extending that to Night Stalker allies as well, 30% up for max health. And the passive, well, it just extended a lot of the Darkhold callouts to the Night Stalkers. When this character, Darkhold, or this character or any Darkhold or Night Stalkers got added, drops below 30% health, do the following, all the stuff that she normally does. And Night Stalker allies will also gain more focus, more drain, not just the Darkhold allies. And of course, like all these blog posts, everything is going to be subject to change. So everything that we said in this video about all these characters are going to be subject to change. But man, this team looks strong. Let me know your thoughts on this team. All videos today, you're going to build them for the raids. Are you also thinking about taking them into one of these dark dimensions based on their tags though? Let me know in the comments what you're gonna do with this. And if you wanna see what are the best teams in Marvel Strike Force ranked from best to worst, check out the video up there. We're gonna still be trying to release as many videos while I'm here, but again, my main priority is to take care of my dad. But if I got some time, we'll release videos and hopefully get more out. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.